Hi deputies, Annalise here, and welcome to phase 3. You made it, so hopefully you're feeling stronger and more confident in the weight room and you're ready to build on that strength. We are focusing in phase 3 on adding some muscle endurance, and we're adding some power moves, which means we're going to incorporate the kettlebell. If you've never used a kettlebell before, don't worry, I'm about to walk you through it. If you don't have access to a kettlebell, that's fine. I'm going to show you all the moves using alternates like hand weights. You can also do some of these moves without weights, but remember, always modify for your level. If you have an injury and something hurts, don't do it. Modify it, or just take it completely off of the list. Either way, make the workouts work for you. So let's get into it. The first thing we're gonna do is get right with that kettlebell. I'm gonna teach you the most basic move with the kettlebell. It's a great posterior move, and it's great for strengthening our back and our glutes and our hamstrings. It's the kettlebell swing. So before we even add the weight, let's talk a little bit about the mechanics of this move. It's a build-off of the deadlifts you've been practicing. So it should be a hinge move. Knees are soft, and you're feeling a little bit of stretch through those hamstrings, okay? And then same challenge is you need to keep that back engaged and keep those arms loose, because this is basically putting your deadlift with some momentum. So then we're gonna start engaging those abs and back muscles to help control that weight. So you're gonna come down and then you're gonna swing up to shoulder height. Do not let it go up here, because as you can see, when I do that, I get a big extension through my back. It puts unnecessary stress on that back and the spine. We don't want that. I want you to get it here and use those abs to stop that momentum. So let's take a look at what that looks like. So from the side, I'm gonna stand up nice and tall. I'm gonna prepare for my hinge, and I'm gonna let this swing in between my legs and then bear down in my heels to push that kettlebell up. I'm not gonna use my arms at all. This is too heavy. Don't use your arms. Arms stay loose, propel. I'm using my glutes to drive, and I'm using my abs to stop that swing. It helps to keep a gaze up, because then you don't drop through the chest. Always good lifting mechanics too, right? Bend down, don't compromise that back. If for some reason you don't have access to a kettlebell, use a hand weight. But what you want to do is hold the hand weight like this, so you have that drive coming from the weight here. Good. Hopefully that works for you. If it doesn't work, the alternate exercise is going to be hip lifts. And we're going to add a weight. So you're going to come down on the ground, grab that weight, place it on your hips. Lay down, get those heels right underneath your knees, and then lift up into that bridge. Squeezing the glutes, not extending through the back, and coming down. So as you can see, we're getting a thrust move here. We're using our glutes, we're using our hamstrings. Similar movements, similar muscle engagements. So pick one that works for you, but if you can get that kettlebell swing, do it. It's a great move. Next up, windmills. Lots of technical stuff going on today. This is going to be a good core move. So you want one foot out. The opposite foot sits perpendicular and toe faces forward. This knee is soft. The same arm as the foot facing forward goes up. And then it's a hinge from the torso and then comes straight back up. The challenge here is to keep this hand basically in the same place. My shoulder is stabilizing, and I'm using my core to get up and down. So that's the challenge there. Now, where do we put the weights? I'm going to take this hand weight. Ideally, I would like you to have that weight here. This will give you a good shoulder stabilization move. And then lower down, look up at that weight, come on back. Now notice I'm not moving this leg very much. The movement doesn't come from the leg. This is a no. Knee is soft. All the movement comes from my torso. And that's what I want you to focus on. If you have a shoulder issue and this bothers you, guess what you're gonna do? You're gonna plant this arm. This arm stays here. Same movement, but without engaging that shoulder. We're still getting some ab workout. You're adding that weight resistance. Choose the one that works for you. Next move. This is a one arm overhead thrust. So we got lots of good movement and shoulders here. So feet under the hips. We've been squatting, so this is preparing you for that. And you want to start with that squat. So come here, and weight is in one hand. You're going to come down into your squat. I'm keeping the weight close to my body, and palm faces in. As I come up, palm faces out. So from the front to up, down and up. And as you get better, make it quicker and push. Push through the heels all the way up. At the top, I'm fully extended. My arm is extended, my abs are up and engaged. Everything pushes to that ceiling. Again, if you have a shoulder issue, stick with the cross-weighted squat, which means the weight stays here, squat up and down. The challenge being keeping your shoulders nice and even because you're only weighted on one side, which makes your abs have to work. So good all-in-one move. How we doing? We got lots of moves this round. Next is gonna be an inverted pull-up or a narrow row. Now, as you can see, no gym facilities here. And the inverted pull-up is all about using the rack with the bar. So let's just imagine, let's use our imaginations. You're gonna lay under. I have a bar here. I'm going to underhand grip that bar. My elbows stay close to my body. And I'm gonna lift my whole body up to that bar. So obviously I can't do that. So just pretend I did. So you're gonna be here and you're gonna lift up. The big thing about this move, whether you're doing the narrow row or you're doing the inverted pull-ups, is to really focus on, don't use these muscles. These are small muscles. They don't really want to pick you up and they're not built for that. But these lat muscles, these big muscles, they are. So whether you do the narrow row or the inverted pull-up, I want you to focus on engaging those back muscles and take the front of your arms out of it. So since I can demo the narrow row, let's look at that. We're going back to the bar. I'm gonna keep it underhand grip, which is how you would be doing the inverted pull-ups. And you're gonna lean forward. I'm gonna turn to the side here, and you're gonna row. Squeezing those back muscles, squeezing those shoulder blades together, and focus on that lift through the lats. What do we think? I think it's good. If you're already in a place where you can do pull-ups, make it pull-ups. It's up to you. Now, our favorites, abs, boat pose, and deconstructed burpee. So let's clear this realm here. So boat pose. I want you to sit up nice and tall, and then lean back. Open up through the chest. This is phase 1. This is phase 2. This is phase 3. And this is the final boat pose. Now, your challenge is to pick which one works for you, which one you can hold. And then I want you to see how many seconds you can hold it at. So if we start here, just hold it. See how long you've got. And then start adding. See what makes it more challenging. See which one makes it work for you. Because the point here is control through the core. So start building up on which ones you can do. Now, if you're trying to do this and you're like this, don't do that one. Do this one. Do the one that you can keep your chest open. Do the one that you can feel strong through your core. All right. Last one. Deconstructed burpees. We've been doing these in class, so I know that you're good at them. This is a slow one. So, deconstructed burpee means come down, hop back and hold. Maybe add a push-up. Come in, reach up. Come down, hold. Come in, reach up. Slow and controlled. Hold that plank for like 5 counts. Hold it for 2 counts. See where you're at. See how many of those you can do. So, I don't know about you. I'm out of breath. I'm a little sweaty. That's what we want to do. This is all about power and endurance. If you've been doing 8, 10 reps on the last phase, let's change it up. Let's do 15 reps. Let's do 20 reps. I want you to go for endurance, especially on those kettlebell swings, those overhead thrusts, the bow pose, the deconstructed burpees. Let's see how many reps we can add on this phase. All right, you guys, I look forward to seeing you in class. Hopefully you enjoy this workout as much as I enjoyed making it for you. Have a great phase 3.